नमस्कार. IQSCच्या वतीने आयोजित केलेल्या या दुसऱ्या ऑनलाईन लेक्चर सिरीजच्या चौथ्या व्याख्यानासाठी आपण सर्व उपस्थित आहात. मी सर्वप्रथम महाविद्यालयाचे प्राचार्य आदरणीय डॉक्टर R.R. आयरे सर, महाविद्यालयाचे उपप्राचार्य डॉक्टर आनंद पाटील सर, माझे सर्व सहकारी बंधू भगिनी, महाविद्यालयातील शिक्षकेतर बांधव आणि उपस्थित विद्यार्थी मित्र हो, आजच्या ह्या चौथ्या लेक्चरसाठी आपणामध्ये उपस्थित आहेत महाविद्यालयाच्या प्राणीशास्त्र विभागाचे प्रमुख डॉक्टर लोह पवार सर. ते आपल्याला रिसर्च मेथोडॉलॉजी हा आपल्या सर्वच विषयांसाठी एक महत्त्वाचा विषय आहे, त्या विषयावर आज आपणास उद्बोधित करणार आहेत. मी सर्वप्रथम आजचे व्याख्याते डॉक्टर लोह पवार सर यांचं हार्दिक स्वागत करतो.
धन्यवाद सर.
आणि सरांना विनंती करतो की सर आपण आपलं उद्बोधन सुरू करावं. डॉक्टर लोह पवार सर.
रिस्पेक्टेड प्रिन्सिपल डॉक्टर R.R. आयरे सर, वाइस प्रिन्सिपल डॉक्टर आनंद पाटील सर, IQSC कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर चव्हाण सर, all staff members and dear students, good morning all of you. Myself Dr. Lahu Pawar, Associate Professor, good morning all of you. Myself Dr. Lahu Pawar, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Zoology, Vidya Vikas Mandals, Sitaram Govind Patil, Arts, Science and Commerce College, Sakri, District 2. Dear friends, as per the 4th online college meeting on Zoom app, our respected principal, Dr. R.R. Ahire sir, informed to all staff members to deliver online lectures. Because due to infestation of COVID-19, there is a big gap of near about 3 months in the face-to-face communication between college students and professors. But most of you are using Android mobiles and participating in various online activities of our college. Presently, it is the best way of communication and is time needed. Dear friends, now I want to discuss with you about a topic, research methodology. Actually, it is a vast topic or a broad subject, but it is having a scopic structure in different syllabi of different faculties and different subjects. Nowadays, everybody know environmental science is a compulsory course to all first year BA, BCom and BSc students. In this subject, it is also compulsory to submit research project or a research article related to students' observations. Therefore, my lecture will be useful for writing such type of research articles on various subjects, and also this lecture will give you guidelines to write a research report. It is also useful for TY BSc, zoology, physics, and other subjects, as well as for students of economics, for students of social sciences and commerce also. Because these students have to submit research projects at the time of their examination, and also having a good weightage of marks. Friends, when you will do post-graduation or when you will do MPhil time, these points will be useful to you or most of the students after completion of their graduation, when you will do B.Ed, B.Ped, at that time research methodology is a compulsory course. As we as if you will qualify any competitive examination and when you will become officer, you have to present the data to your seniors in a meaningful manner. At that time, research methodology is most important in different faculties or in different ways. When you will have to do PhD, because in our college, most of our new faculty members are recruited and interested to do their PhD research work, as well as when they want to publish research papers, or they may have to submit research project proposals to University Grant Commission, DST, or university, etc. Then this lecture will give some ideas to them. Friends, you all are actively participating in daily online lectures, and I hope in future when you will also register for PhD research work in different branches, in different subjects, at the same time my lectures, some points will be really useful to you all. So for this purpose, I have to prepare few slides of PPT related to research methodology. Now, I will only discuss with you about scientific writing. In case of scientific writing, at first, it is most important to define research, because you know what is meant by research. Research is defined in various ways. Research is a systematic activity directed towards the discovery and development of an organized body of knowledge. In case of some dictionaries, research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. According to some scientists, research is a voyage of discovery, a journey from unknown to known, from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. There are number of definitions of research. Now, in our topic, we have to study about the scientific writing, or if anybody will ask you what is meant by scientific writing, at that time, a type of writing whose purpose is to communicate new scientific findings to other scientists as well as masses. Now, in case of scientific writing, there are two main components of research project and research paper. These two components, the first component, which is known as introductory part, and the another is known as main part. Now, in case of introductory part of research project, the title page is most important. Then author's name and address. While writing your research project, your name is most important, because at that time you are author. Therefore, you have to write your name, means author's name and address. Then preface, acknowledgement, synopsis, and contents. These are the steps of components of research project. Now, the another part of research project, which is known as main part. In case of main part, introduction, materials, methods, results, discussion, and references. Then the another components, this is about the research project, but when you will have to prepare, you will have to write and send research paper for publication. At that time, your research paper include two parts, the introductory part and main part. But as compared to research project, there is some difference in case of the two parts of research paper. In case of research paper, the first part includes title, author's name and address, abstract, and keywords. In case of research paper, the second part of research paper, which is called main part, it includes introduction, materials, methods, acknowledgement, and references. Now, step by step, we have to discuss about the introductory part of research project as well as introductory part of research paper. Now, what is meant by title? Title, it should be short, it should be perfect, with complete meaning of the research work. It should be clear in understanding of the subject and worded carefully. Then, in case of introductory part, the author's name and address. When you will write your name and write your address, at that time, what care should be written? It should be written carefully, so that correspondence. Then preface. Preface includes the information regarding the reasons why researcher choose the work, so that readers get a brief idea about the work carried out. Then synopsis. It is important part giving overall idea of complete research when researcher, familiar or unfamiliar to work, reads these parts, gets insight to work, okay? Acknowledgement, like thanks. Acknowledgement is designed to give thanks to individuals and organizations for their advice or financial assistance rendered during completion of research work. Then contents. Most of it is also a most important part of thesis. Thesis, you know, it is the research work. It is a book of your research work. In case of thesis, when you will write content, at that time, when you will type content, it should be in a 1 page or 2 page. Now, it becomes convenient to readers to locate given and specific body of thesis. An abstract. Abstract is a summary of information in a document or in a research paper. It represents a mini version of the paper, not more than 250 words. And the abstract should be always typed as a single paragraph. Then the another main part of the research project, which is the second part, or it is called as main part of research project or paper, and it includes introduction, materials, methods, results, and discussion, all in one, typically pronounced as IMRA. For the TYBSc Zoology students, all students can easily write 100 lines related with the IMRA. Now, in case of IMRA, the first part, which is called as a introduction. What is meant by introduction? It is first section of the main part of project or main part of paper. Its purpose is to state clearly the problem investigated and provide reader with relevant background information. It should be like a review of literature on the research project. A summary of other authors' research should be given. This part should supply maximum information about research work. Now, in case of IMRAD, the introduction is completed, then materials. Materials, it is the second section of main text or main part. It includes the exact technical specifications and the quantities and the source of materials. For example, when you will use the neem leaves or neem seeds or neem bark for the control of different types of insect pests, at that time, neem is a local name, but in case of materials, technical specification is most important. Therefore, instead of neem, you will have to use the Azadirachta indica. It is the scientific name of neem, and when you will use the Azadirachta indica, then you can explain its contents, because neem is a local name, and you will have to avoid such type of local names, or these are called as trade names. Always try to use generic or chemical names while writing the material section. Experimental animals. Number of different experimental animals are actually used for practical purpose or for completion of research work. At that time, The experimental animals or plants and microorganisms should be identified accurately. Then the methods, next part, which is called as methods. Its purpose is to describe the experiment in such a detail that a competent researcher would repeat the same or equivalent results or outputs. Therefore, method, when you will write the part of method at that time, you should have to take such type of care. That's why the method selected for collection of data should always be known, standardized, and based upon authentic literature. Thus, this is about the method, introduction, material, and method. Then, in case of IMRAD, the fourth section or fourth part, which is called as results. Results, when you will write results, that time its purpose is to present the new information gained in the study being reported. This part is like a heart of your research work. It indicates the quality of research and intellectual skill of the researcher. Therefore, when you will write results at that time, which is like the heart, and therefore you have to write the results in case of your project as well as in case of research paper. Then, in case of IMRAD, introduction, material, methods, results, 4 points are already completed. The last one, which is a discussion. IMRAD, the discussion, in case of the discussion, this section is harder to explain or harder to define and thus difficult to write. Faculty discussions are most time responsible for rejection of manuscripts submitted for publication. In case of thesis, referees also mostly concentrate on discussion section. It should not be too long or it should not be too verbose. Now, this is about IMRAD. Introduction, material, methods, results, and discussions. These are the 5 parts of main text or main part of research project or research paper. Then, last, that is references. This part of manuscripts provides the scopic information related with the previous research matter. It gives authorized directions to every researcher. Only significant and published references should be cited. Always try to avoid unpublished ones. When you will take references, at that time, the name of author is most important. If there will be 2 authors, then you will have to write the 2 authors, 3 authors' name. Then, name of journal, period of publication, details of volume, page numbers are important elements of the ideal reference. Style of writing reference varies with the journal types. Then, this is about the IMRAD. Find references after completion of your research paper. When you will send it for publication, at that time, at first, you should have to think about the impact factor of so-and-so journal. Therefore, at first, we must know about the impact factor. The impact factor, often abbreviated IF, is a measure of the citations to science and social science journals. Nowadays, in case of all subjects, the impact factor is most important. It is frequently used as a proxy for the importance of journal to its field. The impact factor was devised by Eugene Garfield, the founder of the Institute of Scientific Information. At present, IF means impact factor is being rapidly replaced by the other measure. It is known as H index. What is meant by H index? H index is related with the number of citations received by the individual article of the scientist rather than the journal as a whole. This is about impact factor. Nowadays, the UGC care list journal, either when we have to publish our research paper, at that time, either it is UGC care listed or not, then this is also most important. Now, this is about my lecture. I want to thank the organizers. First, I want to thank our respected principal, Dr. Reddy sir, Vice Principal, Dr. Anant Patil sir, IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Chavan sir, for giving me such opportunity to communicate with our students. Thank you. Thank you all.
धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद.
आपण रिसर्च मेथोडॉलॉजी या विषयासंदर्भात अत्यंत मोजक्या शब्दांमध्ये, अत्यंत योग्य शब्दांमध्ये या विषयावर मंतव्य व्यक्त केलं. त्यातील बारकावे, त्यातील पद्धती, अनेक गोष्टींचा उहापोह केला. विषय तसा किचकट, परंतु तो इंग्रजी अवघड समजली जाणारी असलेली भाषा असली तरी लागवी इंग्रजी भाषेत तुम्ही ते विद्यार्थ्यांपर्यंत पोहोचवलं. मी आपले IQACच्या वतीने हार्दिक हार्दिक आभार मानतो.
थँक्यू सर.
यस, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच सर. महाविद्यालयाचे प्राचार्य आदरणीय डॉक्टर RR आयरे सर, महाविद्यालयाचे उपप्राचार्य डॉक्टर आनंदराव पाटील सर, महाविद्यालयातील माझे सर्व सहकारी बंधू भगिनी, महाविद्यालयातील शिक्षकेतर बांधव आणि या ऑनलाईन लेक्चर सिरीजचा अनेक दिवसापासून जे लाभ घेत आहेत ते आमचे सर्वांचे आवडते विद्यार्थी मित्रमैत्रिणींनो, आपण सर्वजण आजही मोठ्या तन्मयतेने सदर लेक्चरचा लाभ घेतला, त्याबद्दल आपले सर्वांचे मी मनापासून हार्दिक आभार मानतो आणि आवाहन करतो की उद्या ठीक 10 वाजता आपण पुन्हा भेटूया या ऑनलाईन लेक्चर सिरीज मध्ये. तोपर्यंत मी आपणा सर्वांचे आभार मानतो आणि हे लेक्चर येथेच संपले असे जाहीर करतो. धन्यवाद.